Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today on Monday to do one of our infamous double headers. We're starting off with a band that reached out. Actually, one of my friends plays in this band and he asked us to check it out on the channel. Give it a spin to their music video. The name of the band is Dead City Crown. The name of the song is They Used. I don't know much about it. Actually, I don't know anything about it besides that one of my buddies plays in it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check this out. Let's see what this has in store. Finally, I hear the guitar. The mixing, what's going on here? I have to go first. By the way, cool Back to the Future t-shirt. Alright, so I gotta go first
If
here.
only the music was as cool as that t-shirt.
That's not even the problem. I'm really pissed off right now.
There's a lot of potential here.
I'm really pissed off.
But it's drowned out by the terrible mixing.
The mixing is horrendous. I mean, who listened to this and thought this was okay?
You guys have a good music video, but what the
No,
fuck?
the music video was fine, but actually you could tell that the music itself, like the song itself, is actually pretty good.
You can
tell that it's pretty good.
It's hard to tell.
Because I was really digging deep because
you have to dig deep with your
first of all, the
ears.
guitars, you don't hear the guitars at all.
You probably have to have a good,
you heard
good
the
pair
guitar.
of headphones to really dig deep.
You heard the guitar during the solo. That was about it.
Oh my god! You saying that? Oh my god! Finally, there's that really just hit my mind. I was like, yeah, wait.
There was no fucking guitars.
Because all I've been listening to
is the bass and
is
the drums.
bass and drums and his voice, and then
the voice is not even mixed properly in either. And the keyboards are like in the fucking distance.
They're in the distance, but I can hear them more than the guitars.
Yeah, the mixing is horrendous. What a disservice. This song has so much. But first of all, let me see this. The vocalist is really good.
He is really good.
The vocalist is really good.
Now, what annoyed me is...
I can say the drummer is really good too, because that's the only thing I heard is the drums.
See, the vocalist is good. The problem...
The mixing wasn't good on the vocals either.
The mixing wasn't good on the vocals either, and it was taking him in and out, so it made some of his vocals sound bad, even though those parts would have been perfect if it was perfectly mixed. It just made it sound... It didn't make it sound right. It just made it sound like...
Sometimes it almost felt like it was an echo to his voice.
It just sounded like I was listening to him sing over, like he was...
Overdubbing.
He was overdubbing like as a cover, and so he found a version of the song without vocals.
Like he was doing karaoke.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it sounded like. So it didn't sound like they were, perfectly obviously there, because the mix wasn't the best.
The mix is horrendous.
Wasn't the best. Was not a good word.
What do you mean it wasn't the best?
I feel like
this is one of the
shit was a better word.
Yeah, it's. What pisses me off about this is that this is not a bad song, and this is obviously not a bad band. It's not. The mixing on this is absolutely atrocious. So it's like, who listened to this and thought this was a good idea to put out a video that comes across with this kind of sound? Come on. Like, there's no such thing as the first impression twice. There's only one first impression.
Because the thing is...
But I see the fucking potential.
But that's us, though.
That's what's fucking pissing me off.
That's us, though.
I want to hear this with proper mixing.
We can see the potential and want better, but some listeners would listen to this and be like, this is fucking shit. And then they move on to a different band.
Yeah, because there's so much out there.
There's so much out there that, I don't have, they listen to this and it's like, the mixing is terrible. Why would I listen to a band that has terrible mixing? I can just go listen to a band that sounds like this but has good mixing, right? But us, we see that, no, there's more to this band than meets the eye. It's just the problem.
The lead singer is good.
Yeah.
The mixing is bad, but the lead singer is good.
Everything
the drums are good. The drums are the thing that I could hear the most was the drums, so I can say that the drums were good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The keyboards were too far in the distance. The guitars
were even farther in the distance.
Further in the distance. The guitars, I couldn't hear the guitars at all outside of the solos. And all I hear is the bass, and that's fine. I want to hear a bass on a track, but I also want to hear the guitars and everything else. The mixing is horrible. Does a huge disservice to what this band could sound like, to what this band could do, because I can't wrap my head around this. It's like you have all the parts to make a Porsche, but you put them all in the wrong places. You know what I mean? Like, they're all in the wrong places. You know what I mean? The tires are on the hood. The hood is in the tires. The fender's where the motor is supposed to... It's all over the place. So all the parts are there. But it's like, who put this together? Who built this?
We're along the lines where you're like, maybe this is not a good idea. Like, come on. There has to have been a point where you were mixing this and you were like, that doesn't sound right. There's no way you were like...
I wonder if this is an issue with the mixing in terms of the video. But even then, don't you play the music video before you upload the video and realize that the sound is not right?
Though. I feel like the music video is always just the audio but played over a video. That's usually how it is.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't change it for the music video.
I know.
Unless you're adding sound effects inside or it's.
I know. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to search for an answer to why.
Man.
I'm trying to search for an answer here on why this turned out this way.
There is no answer. The answer was they were sitting there.
You cannot tell me.
They were sitting there. They're like,
dude,
I like the waves in his voice. I fucking hated the waves in it because it sounded like he was in the back of the room. Then it sounded like he jumped into the front of the room. Then went back.
Dude, I cannot believe that my good friend who plays bass in this band listened to this and thought that this mixing was good. I cannot. I'm gonna have a serious conversation with him next time he's in town on if we're still friends by then. But I love the dude. And at the end of the day, like this is constructive criticism here.
We're
you know what I mean? So I have to. How do you listen to this, and think that this is a good way to put your music out there?
This is a perfect way of showing that we are not biased, because you being friends with him, and yet we're still.
Dude, I love the guy.
I cannot.
He's a brother from another mother. I love.
But
this
I have
dude.
ears.
I love this dude, but I cannot sit here, listen to this, and say that this is the next best thing since sliced cheese.
No.
When I couldn't hear the guitars the whole time. The mixing is all over the place. Like, the guy who mixed this is the opposite of the guy who mixed Injustice for All. Because in Injustice for All there was no bass, and here there's no guitars. It's like the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
I don't. It sounds like a demo.
It does, and even demos sometimes sound better.
No, like when Thomas from Wolfheart sends me a demo, he says right away, "Oh, it's missing the drums here, or it's missing this here, or it's missing this there."
Like...
But no, but at the early stages of the demo, when all you have, let's say, is the drums, bass, and like
it sounds raw,
and some vocals just to fill in the gaps of where the vocals are actually going to go.
The thing is,
it sounds raw, but this is a music video, though.
But those sound raw, and not only do they sound raw, they still sound pretty good for a raw tape. This itself, you can't hear the pretty good because there's certain things you can't just hear.
Anyways. Dude, give me a call. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
I need to set you guys on the right path. You know what I mean? Like, let's have a conversation. Let's have a heart-to-heart next time you're in town. I love you, dude. But the mixing. Anyhow, anything else you want to add?
Nah.
All right, I think we're good. There's another video coming right after this one, and that one should be a doozy. It's a Patreon request on a Monday. Draw your own conclusions.
Okay.
See you at the next video.
See ya.